When you meet our next guest, you might wonder what the connection is between NASCAR and food allergies. What would that be? We don't know. We're going to ask him. Welcome, Alex Tagliani, NASCAR Indy driver, superstar, and obviously a collector of fans, one of which is our very own producer, Lynn.
Yes.
Just threw you under the bus there, Lynn.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. And
Thanks for having me.
And so do tell us the connection between EpiPen, food allergies, and NASCAR.
Would you believe that I'm actually safer in my race car going 300 k's an hour than going around eating in restaurants?
Wow.
So basically, like we have had this program with EpiPen for the last 3 years, like mixing my race program of racing as a race car driver and with Food Allergy Canada. We come up with like ideas over the winter and we activate them during the race season. And this year it was an allergy-friendly food drive, to raise, like awareness on how important it is to read food label. So the school has until the 13th of November to register. There's 52 schools that have been registering up to now. And then for the 10 days after that, there's one allergen that will be decided by the school. And all the kids, allergy kids or no allergy, will get together and will pool to raise, like more food as possible in the, for food banks, the local food banks.
Right.
And we'll bring food items to the school that don't have that allergen in it. So then to do that, you have to read food label, right? And today we were at a school, and Mary Honeywell School, I think, and there was a kid in the back of the room that had 22 allergy.
Holy moly.
And so there's not enough of 10 days to bring, to cover it. So that's how important it is. And, the kids are going to work together and they're going to do two things. They're going to, understand how to read food label and how important it is and, work with each other and also, basically make a food bank, help a food bank with more food.
And hang out with a NASCAR superstar.
Well, we had like an hour, of fun and Q&A. So we give the kids a bit of their 5 minutes of fame by coming up in front of their friends and asking questions. So there was pretty interesting questions, and we engage, and it's always a lot of fun. And they seem impressed to see a race car driver in their gymnasium.
Absolutely.
But,
Who wouldn't be?
But it's good.
But let me ask you,
like, cause.
So everybody knows about peanut allergies. I think, if you have kids in school, and, my sister-in-law once explained it to me that you have to be really diligent because kids, they might be changing desks and they wipe their hand on the underside of the desk, and then the next kid touches it, and you don't know because the peanut allergy can have such a devastating effect. What are some of the other food allergies that people maybe need to increase their awareness about?
Dairy, fish, eggs. My daughter is allergic to eggs right now, but it's an allergy that you can grow out of it.
Okay.
And it's surprising, like you said, reading labels, eggs are in a lot of things, especially baked. We had a friend who had eggs, so to do something baked you're like, oh my gosh, everything is in eggs that you make that is not in a package.
I think when you have food allergy is, living your life, to the fullest, right? When you are fully in control is one thing. When you decide, when you're in your own environment, when you buy whatever you want to buy, you control what you eat. But, to go out in the society and live with other people that don't have food allergy, then you also rely on them, not to protect you, but to also live well around you.
And be compassionate about it.
Yes, correct. And then when you think they're kids, then it's even more important, So you want to make sure that the kids with food allergy, are at school and they feel good about it. They don't hide it, because that's one thing you don't want them to do. You have to mention it. You have to talk about it. And at the same time, just continue with these awareness programs across the country to make the society more sensible about it. And it's been better. Like, the food industry, the way they label their food on, the ingredients. You go to a grocery store, if they're not sure if it's done in a factory that has peanuts, then it would say may contain. So that's good. I mean, 10 years ago, that didn't exist. So there was more risk. But, we have this catch-22 thing where, we do such a great job at preventing it that we also have to make the kids, remember that, even though you don't have the anaphylactic reaction, trust me, I had some, so I try to tell them how serious it is.
Yeah.
You still have to be prepared by always carry your EpiPen, because after 5, 6, 7 years of doing a great job with your family and preventing it, then you become a bit complacent with your allergy, and
Just
then you
takes the one
then you
time.
think you're tough, and then you start forgetting your EpiPen, and it's
Yeah.
quite easy to do because it's not something you do naturally every day. Like
Right.
the first thing is avoiding it, and the second thing is preventing it, is to be prepared.
Has there been an increase in food allergies over the past, say, 20, 30 years? Or is it just that we're more aware?
No, definitely. It's a growing health issue in Canada. There's a big percentage of the population that have food allergy now. You just look at how much time it takes to get an appointment at an allergist right now. It's just crazy, like 3, 4, 6 months just to get an appointment. So yeah, it's a growing health issue in the country at the moment, and I don't know why, but it's not going down, it's going up. And and you see more, like when I was at school myself, I would think I was by myself, but now there's way more kids in the school that suffer from food allergy.
And the fact that you're out there now spreading the word and making awareness. You've already got 52 schools involved in this challenge. It'll raise awareness for everyone from here on in. Hopefully you'll come back and tell us who the winner is. Maybe
Thank
it'll
you.
be Woodruff.
And just to follow up, where can people find out more or register their school?
Summer of Tag. It's through Food Allergy Canada. That's how they get the information, and that's how they register. And they have until November 13th.
November 13th.
Yes.
Right, and to take part in a very important challenge.
Yeah,
And also
absolutely.
to get the Tony Stark lookalike
Yes.
here.
Next time I'll come with the suit and the helmet.
That's
Yes.
right. Well, I think that's what we're all hanging out for, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Thanks.
Listen, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being on the show. Another great show today with you.
It was great.
We are going to
Always
be
fun.
back tomorrow with more Daytime.